everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. A very warm welcome to you. If you're new to my channel, great to have you here. I'm going to be doing a weekly reading for Taurus, and this is going to be for the 8th through to the 15th of June. Now, these readings are general, so they won't resonate with everybody. Just take what resonates for you, applies for your situation, but please don't force it. And keep in mind that the dates are an estimate. We're always sort of working through the events and the energies at different timings for all of us. Now, in the description box below, I have a little bit of information about the book that I've published, The Power of Soul Loving, in case you're interested. I also include some information on the decks that I use for the readings. And of course, if you would like to have a private reading where you can have information that's more specific to your circumstances, my contact details are there as well. All right, and of course, if you find these readings helpful and enjoyable, then please let me know. Give it a thumbs up, so like the video and certainly leave a comment. I love the comments. And please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way you'll get notifications every time I post. All right, Taurus, let's get into your reading for the 8th through to the 15th of June. So Taurus, we're just going to pull some cards from the Gilded Tarot to see what energies and events are likely to come up for you this week. So we thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Taurus, 8th through to the 15th of June. I don't generally do reversals in my readings, so I just intuitively read the cards as they are. So we're starting off with a really beautiful energetic energy of the sun here. Things are looking pretty intense, pretty full on. The energies around you have been quite strong recently. Now, I'm kind of feeling that perhaps the energies have been almost overwhelming. I mean, things have been going great guns, but there's been a lot going on around your life, and so I feel it's kind of left you a little bit knackered out, you know, here. So we've got the Four of Swords, and you're kind of really resting here and really reflecting on the things that have happened. It's been good, it's been positive, but it has taken its toll a little bit on you. So just mind your energy this week and rest when you need to, and give yourself time to process all that's going on. So you've got time to think about things and to really recoup your energy so that you can regain your clarity as well around the events that are happening around you. I feel like there's a lot of movement going on right now, so don't forget to take time out. I feel like there's also going to be an opportunity for a decision to be made, an announcement on something, and perhaps this is why you've had a lot of intense energy around you. Decision, judgment, let me feel. Yeah, somebody's going to be asking you to, so I feel like there's a deadline. I feel like there's, you need to make a decision, or a decision is made around something. We'll come back to that. Okay, so this is leaving you in a situation where you need to make a choice. You don't yet have clarity, but there is clearly option A or B. Okay, so and then someone's going to sort of perhaps give you their advice around the situation. But because the Page of Swords energy is, you know, this may or may not be advice that you particularly want to listen to, because the page is a messenger, not necessarily, you know, the source of all truth. So, it's the messenger. Let me see now. I feel like we need to sort of get a little bit more clarity around these cards for you, Taurus. So, decision time. No wonder you're sort of taking time out to process what's going on around you. So, you've got some choices to make this week. They are important, and you will have contact with someone that perhaps may be able to shed some light for you on this decision, on this choice. I feel like we need more clarity around that. Thank you, Spirit. What else can you share with Taurus for this week? We've got the Grail Knight here. I'm going to actually look into this message a little bit further. So let's take a look. So it says here, romance and the seeking of that which is sacred. It could be that this is the coming together of your spiritual pathway and purpose with things that are happening in the physical realm. The things are starting to come together to assist you to fulfill your purpose. Another meaning of this could be also the beginning of a relationship where there's a romantic union of a lover with another. Yeah, so this is very much about the beginning, the beginning of that discovery or exploration of that relationship, whether it be your purpose or with this lover. And in this beginning stage, there is a mixture of, the truth and the illusion. And we don't yet know everything, so it's a journey of exploration. Love is in the air. It's a time for you to also not only be focused on the love you want, but the love that's within you. And if you don't focus on the love that's within you, there is a danger of being disillusioned or following an illusion. So in order to really understand the truth of your purpose, the truth of your desires, it's important to see that within you first before you try to get the truth from the external, from the other person or the other thing you're focused on. Just remember that love attracts love. Be the love and you will find or experience that love in your world. So the interesting guidance around this message here from Spirit is that light can't exist without shadow. We've got to have both. So don't be fooled by something that appears to be perfect. Be willing to see both sides of the coin here, Taurus. And check in with that inner truth. Be honest with yourself. Don't allow yourself to be deluded by what looks shiny, what looks romantic and perfect. And then you won't be disappointed. So when we're caught up in the romance of a situation or what appears to seem ideal or perfect, we can be deluded into thinking that there's nothing wrong with it, or that we don't see the other shadow aspects of the situation. So if you are being wrapped up with the idea that something is too good to be true, then do a self-check and make sure that what you're seeing is real. Make sure that the answers you seek and the fulfillment you seek and the love you seek is within you first, so that you're not deluded by what seems to be shiny and amazing in the external. So this can relate to a relationship or your object of affection. It can relate to your purpose. So what you're seeking, if someone is presenting something to you, be sure that it has enough merit. Now the page is not, is not a knight, not a king, okay? The page is a young energy, not as experienced. So if what you're being told is coming from a page, then just give yourself time to really check if what you're seeing and hearing is the whole story. And trust in what you know within yourself when it comes to making a decision around something. Not everything is exactly as it seems. You don't have clarity in all the information yet. So you may want to hold off, I would say, on making a decision, because I'm sensing that somebody's going to be asking you to make a decision rather quickly. But if you're not feeling it and you don't have complete clarity, then my advice to you is to hold off until you have more information that's beyond a page energy. You want to have certainty, and I'm not asking you to sort of doubt and procrastinate, but I am asking you to question, have you got all the information, Taurus? I think that's what you're being guided to be aware of. There we go. Yeah. And just remember that, someone else's urgency and someone else's rah-rah does not equate to what is necessarily true for you. Okay? Taurus. Draw on your inner strength and your inner power in situations this week, Taurus. Okay? So, let's check in here. The dragon comes to offer you its power and strength to protect and fortify you on this leg of your journey. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. Personality are the superficial parts of who we are. That's what it means. True power resides deep within your soul. So call on the dragon's spiritual power and strength, and you will find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve through morality, integrity, and purpose. So if for some reason any information that comes to you this week does not seem to tick that box of morality, integrity, and purpose, then I would tend to question it, Taurus, okay? Draw on what you know from your soul and the trust that you have in your own wisdom and inner strength. The power of the spiritual world can never be broken, and true strength is found within, not in the outside world. Never mistake a gentleman for a weak one. Watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the next step clear, and it gives you the power to take it. Right. Okay, so Spirit is saying, don't make a move, don't act until the way is clear. And the dragon energy will make it very obvious to you. Only then should you make the decision. That's what I'm getting from that. One more card, thank you, Spirit, for Taurus. Great advice. Thank you. The frog. The frog is always about cleaning up our energy, cleaning up our physical surrounds, and also releasing a lot of emotional baggage. I'm sensing that if you are starting to feel a little bit confused, okay, and the energy is rushing towards you and it's a bit intense, slow it all down. Give yourself time to rest. Okay, give yourself time to rest so that you can clear up anything that seems to be holding you back, so that you can not be suffering from any illusions. You can feel empowered and not held back by any previous limiting beliefs. is what I'm feeling. So if you're not feeling it confidently and you don't have that sort of sense of, yes, this is it, like the dragon energy, do some inner work on yourself and do some rechecking as to why you are not feeling the clarity around it, or perhaps why you might be balking towards coming to a decision. So, I'm also getting the message here that this week it is important for you to clear out any energy that is holding you back. Step away from anything that's causing you confusion, lowering your energy, distracting you. Clear things out of your physical space as well. That will help you with your raising your vibration and clearing your energy. Anything that's weighing heavily on your heart, put aside. Clear that away. Do some physical exercise, go for a walk, do a meditation, sleep, whatever it is. Just that is not meant to be in your energy field right now, and it will not help you. So, does what is being presented to you this week hold positive and supportive energy, Taurus? This is what you need to ask yourself. Anything that is not positive and supportive in your life right now, you need to release. So it's sort of like a bit of a spring clean. It's time to release things that are no longer appropriate for you to bring on your journey. Okay? So this is getting clarity around. You're going through a change, and I am sensing that the decision that's going to be made is important, and it's to do with your future pathway. So, to make the best decisions and step forward, this is like crunch time. It is time to let go of things that are of the past, that are no longer serving you, they're not supportive. And it may require you to be in that dragon energy, to really be self-empowered. Spirit, can you give us some further guidance, please, for Taurus around the energies this week? Thank you. One card. Yeah, you're still very much in that changing energy, chaos and conflict. So what's really, really important with this card is really being true to yourself. So I just kind of feel that there's some other energies that are pulling you at the moment. And it's really important for you to trust yourself, and when you're making decisions, to really come from a place of integrity and what is your truth, not someone else's truth. You've got to step into your truth. So there's a few conflicting energies going on this week, and the tension of opposites happening, which we can see here. So even though it appears there's conflicting energy in the external, a lot of it is now becoming conflict within you. So you may feel like you're at cross purposes with yourself or someone else. So sometimes when we're presented with conflict or conflicting energies, it kind of helps us to force us to have a little bit more clarity around the situation and to see both sides of the coin. But it may require you to step back away from the fray rather than get entangled in it in order for you to have clarity. So Spirit's advice is don't engage in any conflict. And if you need time to think or process, then that's what you do, okay? You just step away and you give yourself some time to process. If there's conflicting energies around communicating with someone else and you're feeling a little bit stubborn, rather than focus on the need to be right, use this as an opportunity for you to understand your own values and your sense of self and what's important to you, rather than engage in an argument or something like that. Use the opportunity to pull back and just have a little bit of a conversation with yourself around it. Some things we just can't negotiate. Some things are non-negotiable, and certainly not everything is up for debate. Not everything is about you getting your own way or making a point, because it actually adds to, fuel to the fire. So rather than do that, come from a higher place, a higher ground, and soon, the conflict will clear, the storm will pass, and things will become clear. And it's better to use your energy to, release emotional baggage and tension, and just re-divert your energy into just clearing things out and just having a conversation with yourself about what you don't need in your life. Like, be choosy about the kind of energy and the things that you decide to engage with. So if there's a bit of chaotic energy in your week, it's helping to shake things up for a good reason. And it's helping you to find the real path to your prosperity. So yes, it may feel a little bit stormy. It may feel difficult to come to some conclusions or decisions, because there are opposing forces here. You're having to choose between two things, and you don't know whether to go this way or that way, and you're getting arguments or debates for pros and cons for both, and it can be confusing. Be assured that there's a divine purpose in this chaos, is what Spirit is saying. Everything that doesn't work is going to be taken from you, so only the truth remains. The events occurring are essential for your ultimate prosperity, Taurus. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way right now. In time, you'll know. In time, this will become clear for you. So, even though there is going to be sort of conflicting messages and a little bit of chaos and so on, there's Divine is working through this to help sort things. So just know, if you're focused on the best solution for the highest good of all, then there'll be a positive outcome. Don't worry, the timing is perfect for all of this to happen now. So don't be afraid of the mixing energies. It's just, the universe's way of getting things sorted, and it will become clear, and you will end up understanding what is the best solution, because everything you need to know right now is going to affect the long term for you. So try to be as present as possible. Don't check out. Don't run away from the situation. This is very valuable time and a valuable opportunity, so don't waste it. That's a pretty important message. So stuff is happening for you this week, I can see that. So let's just get a final message from the Angel Messages card here to close off this reading for you, Taurus. There's a lot going on here. Oh, that was too many. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you're definitely receiving spiritual support right now. So, Spirit is nudging you, and I think you've got to sort of trust and feel into the guidance you're receiving. So, it's going to stretch you a little bit, but in amongst the storm, even though you won't know all of the answers, you'll have a gut feel as to what is more closely aligned to your purpose. Oh, Lordy Lord. Okay, let's just see. There is more spiritual support around you than you realize. There are angels before you, behind you, above you, and on all sides. These divine beings are here to guide, reassure, and love you. Feel the blessings of the angels who are surrounding you at this time so that they can help you be more at peace and free of any restrictions in your life. You are supported by angels on every step of your spiritual journey. Open your heart and accept this support. That's a really lovely card of encouragement. That in amongst it all, when it feels a little bit confusing, how amazing to know that you are never alone during these times, and the Spirit is actually guiding you along the pathway. So the angelic realm is supporting you at this time with regards to decisions you have made or making. You've been unsure about some areas of your life, and they want to assure you that all is well and guided. They are offering help with any concerns you have at this time and encouraging you to become aware that they are supporting you in every area of your life, including the challenging ones. Be aware that every part of your life is part of your spiritual journey, and you'll be guided along the way. I'm going to just sort of, I've got a new deck that I'm working with. I'm still getting familiar with this. This is called the Light Seers Tarot. So let's just pull one card here to see what Spirit has to offer in terms of guidance for Taurus. One final message, Taurus. And then I do encourage you to rewatch the video during the week. We've got the Temperance card. Okay, let's see. What guidance have we got here? So with the Temperance card, we've got the light and dark of every card. So let's take a look at this. There's really a need to be able to come back to harmony and moderation this week. And when we're feeling pulled to extremes, and that's quite likely with the conflicting energies this week. You may feel pulled, and so Spirit is reminding you to come back to center. So we need to sort of be able to blend moderation and patience this week. Where are you focusing your energy? Maybe you've been overdoing it in your social life, or binging in other areas of your life, overspending, focusing on a relationship that's depleting your energy. Are you being a little bit too materialistic, or do you need to bring your energy back to being more spiritual? We live in a world of extreme passions, and this is pointing again to the extremes of the push and pull energy that's happening in your week. So Spirit just reminds us to come back to center. Don't do anything drastic right now. So the main message around this card is about moderation. Don't make any decisions that are going to pull you too quickly to one side, left or right. So, we don't want to make quick and sudden impulsive decisions. There's no need to. Stay away from an all or nothing kind of choice. So, instead clear your energy of anything that's extreme. And we did get the frog energy too, so that's about sort of pulling back and just clearing away things that are negative, things that are not going to serve you on the journey going forward, so that you can create more of a flow in your life, and that is aligned with your perfect alchemical purpose. Seek equilibrium and be mindful of your resources while fusing all the elements to achieve a beautiful balance. So, message here is, I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. That's a great way to finish the read, Taurus. So, keeping in mind as things are unfolding this week, come back to center. No need to rush your decision or feel completely swayed to one way or the other. Give yourself time to consider all angles and and if need be, just pull back, clear away things that you don't need. Don't give your energy to things that are not serving you. Know that Spirit is supporting you, and I think that will be the best way to get through your week. Beautiful guidance, great advice from Spirit. So Taurus, that is your reading for this week, 8th through to the 15th of June. Go well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.